Welcome back to my channel, BROOOOOKLYNNNNN. Hey. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna be just talking to you guys. This video was low-key, high-key, highly requested. So the video Crown was sponsored by Dove, and it was basically about young people telling their experiences. One girl who was expelled from school because she wore braids. Another girl told her story about how she was picked on because she cut her hair and people said she looked like a boy. And another girl spoke about how people would say her hair was like a pigeon's nest and bully her about her hair kinky texture as well. And then you had a blonde who said, oh my god, people call me Barbie and blonde and dumb blonde. And then you had the last girl who said, yeah, you know, I'm a redhead and people basically call me ginger or like spices and stuff like that. So I understand the controversy, but y'all are looking at this video the wrong way. This video was not meant to be a pro-black video. This video was not to be pro-black and encourage black women to rock their natural, kinky, coily, curly hair. This was an anti-bullying video. What we need to be mad at is the fact that they lumped an anti-bullying issue with institutionalized racism. That's two completely different things, and they should not be in the same video. I don't want to belittle bullying, because bullying is a huge issue and everyone gets bullied. Like even the prettiest girl in class gets bullied. I don't want to belittle bullying, but what I do want to say is that there's a difference between bullying and systematic oppression and racism. And I feel like them adding the girl who got suspended because she wore her hair for braids.
I was expelled from school for having braided hair extensions.
Was someone who says, you know, people call me Barbie, which, I mean, people call me Black Barbie all day. Like, I don't really see anything wrong with being called Barbie. But anywho, to put that into the same pot and melt it and mix it all together as if it's the same issue when it's not. So I'm not mad at the video. I'm not mad at Kelly Rowland. You know, I ain't even mad at Dove. But for them to put the girl who got suspended for wearing braids into this conversation, that's not bullying. That's not bullying. That needed to be that's a whole separate situation that we're going to talk about now in this video. What the other kids faced was actually, you know, bullying. What she faced was institutionalized racism in the educational system. So I found this article. Y'all know I love to read. I found this article. I will link it in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. And girl, the fact that she got suspended for wearing a natural Afrocentric hairstyle is disgusting. And according to this article, the Department of Education Office of Civil Rights reported that in 2012 through 2013 school year, the Chicago public school system issued 32 suspensions for every 100 black students. That number drops to 5 out of every 100 white students. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but this is another form of institutionalized racism.
To a story that's getting attention from all over the country tonight. A referee at a high school wrestling match in New Jersey told a wrestler he had to cut his dreadlocks or forfeit the match. So with the clock ticking, that wrestler, a teenager, chose to let the team trainer cut his hair. But that video is now sparking outrage and questions about that ref's decision.
It's standard for wrestlers with long hair to have the option to cover their heads, but the referee, Alan Maloney, would not allow it. It's standard for wrestlers with long hair to have the option to cover their heads. It's standard for, but the referee, Alan Maloney, would not allow it.
So I'm confused. Is it the standard or is it not the standard? Because I don't understand why he has to cut his hair if there are standards and procedures in place. Or does the standard not apply when you have type 4 hair? Does the standard not apply when you're black? Institutionalized racism. Man, that's what it is now. Don't forget, not too long ago, did it just become legal in the army to wear locks and natural hairstyles? Like, y'all don't understand. Our hair is not seen as the norm. Our hair is seen as a problem. Our hair is seen as a disturbance. There were never any laws put in place against blondes. There were never any laws put in place against cutting your hair. Like, it's a completely different issue. And I'm very disappointed that they really snuck her in there like that, as if she was on the same. No, baby girl, this is a whole completely different problem. She needs her very own video, okay?
Y'all, I had to read that shit about 3, 4, 5 times because I was like, is this a joke? Where's Ashton? January 5th. In the year of our Lord 2017, we are now allowed to wear locks in uniform.
I first and foremost want to say thank you to this soldier for her bravery and her work that she's doing for the country. You know, you are appreciated. But I will also put her link to her full video because she does like a mini story time when she's talking about her journey and the things that she had to go through being a soldier and having her natural hair. So many articles of different soldiers talking about finally being able to wear their natural hair and not having to cover their hair with wigs. Now, I love wigs probably more than the next person, okay? But I'm not forced to wear my wigs. These people are forced to wear their wigs. That's ridiculous. So after you guys finish watching this video, I really want you guys to check out the natural hair episode by the Grapevine. It's an amazing YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. If you like my channel, you'll definitely like the Grapevine. And one of my fellow influencers was on an episode, AVL, and I'm gonna play a clip for what she had to say.
To make sure you're elevating darker skin, make sure you're elevating 4C hair. So yeah,
it's kind of exhausting, educating though.
Yeah.
Because I was in the military, I still am, and I wanted to wear my natural hair. But I knew the people that were superior over me, they were going to have a problem with it. So I always had to straighten my hair. I always had to wear wigs because I didn't want to explain every time. So when I built up enough courage to twist my short hair, I spent hours using Shea Moisture, thought my twist out was popping. I came into work the next day and I felt great about myself. I felt good. I had my supervisor pull me off to the side in a dark room and was like, you know, that's a little issue right there. That's another case. It's another case. But he literally looked at me, and within the military, you have to keep your bearing. You can have no expression, nothing. He said, it looks like you rolled out of bed this morning and decided not to give a fuck.
Yo, that's so
crazy. Can you imagine how my skin felt? I wanted to like,
your blood was boiling.
Blood boiling. But what do you do in that moment? So I knew that I had to carry around a 6-inch ruler. I carried around my regulation, and I had it. I had my 6-inch ruler. I was like, look, it's not more than 3 inches in bulk, so I'm within regulations. He was like, well, why is it doing that little thing right there? That means it's in dreads. It's nappy. Yes, it is. That was actually that word was actually in the regulation for the Air Force of nappy unkept hair. And since has changed since 2015 because people started speaking out against it. But he was like, why can't you just make your hair straight or something? It was just straight last week. I was like, you realize that I'm damaging my scalp. I can't do that. It's not gonna work for me. He's like, well, you need to do something. Because I literally, that one incident made me change my career.
Well, I know that this is an anti-bullying anthem about learning to love your hair and standing up against bullies and stereotypes, but how can you love your hair when you're being suspended because of how natural you decide to wear your hair? How can you love your hair when people will literally chop your hair off and say if we don't cut your hair, you can't perform? How can you love your hair when laws are just now being passed saying, hey, Black people, you can wear your hair in natural hairstyles now to fight in the army? No one ever said you couldn't wear your hair. You couldn't fight in the army for being a redhead. No one ever said you have to cut your blonde hair off. So why would y'all combine these two very different issues? This video was like an all hair matters video. And even though y'all know I hate it when people a situation that is very specific. These are children, you know, they are youth. I love the youth. I love children, you know, so I don't mind if we can okay? I understand everyone gets bullied. That's not just a Black thing. Everyone gets bullied. But I do wish that in this video, they would have given a lot more youth an opportunity to express their natural hair, specifically youth with kinky hair textures. Okay, I know specifically I hated my type 4C hair because that was the most undesired hair. You can open a magazine and you will find flowing, silky, long, blonde, red, jet black hair, but it's that kinky, tight, short, nappy hair that you really gotta push for these young people to love as well. So that's my take on the video. They didn't really represent the 4C girls, and they lumped two separate big arguments together when they shouldn't have. You know, I still love Kelly. That's my girl, okay? Kelly, I love you. Oh, she had good intentions behind it, but you know, sometimes you just gotta look at things full spectrum. Okay, I am done. And speaking of hair, I am partnered with Amazon affiliate program. Woohoo! Go me, go me. Y'all know I am still a beauty blogger, even though I be reading people fulfilled and fighting the power. So yeah, y'all know I know what's good for your hair, what's good for your skin, what are some must-haves. So if you are someone who shops on Amazon or who's looking for a good hair care routine or just want to pick up some products that I highly recommend, check out the link in the description box. It's going to be amazon.com/shop/I am Eloho. And yeah, you know, you can trust me, girl. I'm your good sis. Until next time, bye.